Since the last video, I have been doing quite a bit of farming. And by that, I mean this event is done. I haven't got around to doing the new Tower of Adversity because I want to get Galbrena to do that. But we did complete some of the last ones, so we did get a couple of rewards from that. And I also have quite a bit more exploration than I did previously. I think before I had maybe 2 of these areas 100%ed. I now have 11, which has brought me to a grand total of 39 pulls from Astrite and another 5 from the login event, as well as 17 standard banner pulls. So hopefully that is going to be enough to finally bring home Galbrena, and I don't need to do any more farming. Also, before we jump into these pulls, can we just take a second to appreciate how incredible this sky looks right now? Like, excuse me? That looks insane. Anyway, let's have a look at these pulls now. So, as usual, let's quickly do some weapon banner pulls, some standard banners, see what we can do over here. We did just get a static miss, so I doubt we're going to get anything. That is standard banners done. Let's see what we can do with Galbrena. We are currently sitting at 24 pity. So with our 44 pulls, we should get close enough to a 5-star. That'll get us to what, 68, which I think is just past soft pity. I actually don't know what it is in this game, but assuming it's like, I don't know, 20-ish pulls before hard pity, which is 80, this should get us past the soft pity mark. So we should see a Galbrena. 10 pull number 1, this is 34 pity. We see a 4-star. Like in the last video, we don't need any of the 4 stars, so off banner alto is all we really want. Now we move on to 44. Okay, early 5-star. That works for me, and this is guaranteed as well. We see a mortar fee. You're already S6, but hell yeah. And there we go, boom, it's guaranteed. There's our Galbrena.
Who's my next prey?
Pretty sick. What is this called? Convene animation or whatever it is. That was nice and easy. Didn't even need to use all of my pulls. However, because we have pulls left, and I don't imagine we're going to be seeing a Chikona rerun anytime soon because she rerunned like 1 update ago, and I obviously don't need any more copies of Carlotta, let's go for some more copies of Galbrena. Even though I'm probably not going to see anything. Okay, frick it. Why not? Back-to-back 5-star. We get a 40 pity one, and we get a back-to-back 5-star. Sure. Why not? Double 4-star, back-to-back 4-star. Can't use them. Triple back-to-back 4-star. Okay, now let's win another 50-50, shall we? God damn it. I mean, back-to-back, it's kind of just free. So, I mean, hey, I'll take it. I can't complain. I mean, I can because it's not a Galbrena, but you know, be really sick. Watch this. Back to back to back. Okay, it would have been insane. So we're down to our last pull. Do we see a 5-star? It'd be really funny if we do. We do not though. Hey, I mean, we got Galbrena at like 40 something pity, and then back to back got another 5-star. Yes, it wasn't Galbrena, but I mean, this is an S2. That's not fun. I definitely would have liked another copy of Galbrena, but hey, it's not bad. It's a early 5-star, which means we're guaranteed for the next one. So, you know, can't complain about being guaranteed, which will probably be for another copy of Galbrena. Speaking of which, what is your S1? That's a lot of highlighted stuff. Kind of sounds cool. I don't have the pulls for it. How long have we got left of a banner? We've got 14 days. If I get another, I know, 50 odd pulls, which probably won't happen, but if I do, I can give it a shot. I mean, we're guaranteed, so I could go for another copy of Galbrena, which I wouldn't mind doing because that S1 does sound pretty interesting. And it's not like we needed her weapon because we also got lucky on that front, and we also have her weapon. We actually got both of her stuff early. Her weapon really early. Galbrena, we lost 50-50, but we got her early. So that is actually pretty good, which means it is building time now. So this should be pretty easy as I do not build many characters on this account. So we have a lot of resources. Actually, no, we don't have her flowers. I should be able to get enough of them though. And it's actually kind of a good thing that we did have to spend some more time getting Galbrena. I mean, I would have liked to, you know, not lose 50-50. But because we spent longer trying to get Galbrena, that means I've had time to run her weekly boss twice. So I actually have a decent amount of his drops. plus all of the weekly boss supply packs that I think I have lying around. So after buying some from the shop, we have 63. Let's see if that's enough. I did also go and pre-farm, I think, well and truly enough of these. So her boss shouldn't be a problem. And by the looks of things, her ascension materials don't look too bad. There is level 80. Do we have enough for level 90? We do. Okay, so that was actually easy. As I expected. Boom, level 90. Done. Galbrena is leveled up. Let's do her weapon now, which should be equally as easy, if not easier, because I don't even need to go collect materials for this. The last ascension and level 90. Done. 48.6% crit damage on that. How does that stack up to other weapons? It is... Oh my goodness, Carlotta's weapon has a lot of crit damage. Carlotta's weapon almost is double the amount of crit damage than this. Jeez. Well, there we go. That is Galbrena and her weapon leveled up. So we're just gonna skip echoes because I don't know what I want to do with that. Let's have a look at Fortes. And we have 17 of the weekly boss drops. There's definitely not going to be enough weekly boss drops to get everything maxed out, but we have in the supply packs, I don't have any supply packs with it in it. I really thought these were in supply packs, but apparently not. The supply packs must only have older weekly boss drops in them. That could be a problem because I was kind of hoping to get everything maxed out today. But that is fine, we'll just level up the important stuff. I'm not sure what that is yet, but I'll figure it out. I'd assume probably Forte Circuit, Resonance Liberation, Resonance Skill tends to be a pretty safe route. Okay, there's everything up to level 6. I should probably read through how she works and stuff, but we're just focusing on building her right now, so let's do that. These, we want Forte Circuit. That's priority. We'll get that up to, I guess, 9. Then we'll do Resonance Liberation up to also 9. We can do the skill up to 9, and that will be 3 of these left, so we can get all of these 3 up to 10. So Forte Circuit is maxed out, Resonance Liberation is also maxed out, and the skill is maxed out. Normal attack and intro skill aren't super important, so we'll get around to them once we have enough of these. And that just leaves us with echoes. Now we want the Flame Wings Shadow. We need the Chorosaurus on this as the main 4 cost. Actually, it won't be a 4 cost, it'll be a 3 cost, but in the main slot, it does appear like I haven't got one of those Chorosaurus things yet. That's what I need, this dude right here. Let's go farm some of these, shall we? See if I can get a fusion damage one. To be fair though, if I don't, that is fine. I'll just use the whatever the main stat changing thing is called. I'll just use that. There does not seem to be many of these Chorosaur things, so I might just have to take what I can get. As in, I don't think I'll be able to look for perfect substat rolls. Also, I forget we're not always guaranteed to get a echo out of them, which is going to make this infinitely more difficult. Ooh, there we go. Finally, we got one. It is a havoc damage though, and there's no more of them left, which means databank. Let's see what I can do in here. It's not very good. Let me throw a couple into here, I guess. Yeah, that's definitely our best looking piece. Let's try to get another fusion damage 3 cost. That's not bad. That can be our current 3rd piece. We see another double crit. Is it a better one? Potentially better, but it has skill damage over basic attack, which could be better. So let's swap to this one. In terms of 4 costs, we have probably not a whole lot. Actually, never mind. We have a lot of 4 costs. We want crit rate here. Hey, not bad. That'll do for now. Anything else? No. Okay, that'll do. And that just leaves us with the 1 costs. I believe should be easier, although I need to make sure I have the right set. So we have 2 of the claw prints already, so I need these last 2 to be on the Flamewing Shadow set. Adds a little bit more of a restriction, but we'll see what we can get. We're just maxing everything until I get something good. Is this very efficient? Hell no. But it's gonna work because I can't be bothered trying to do it efficiently right now because there's way too many stuff I need to level up. I'm just going for speed over efficiency. Although we got nothing really. I mean, that piece is not bad. It doesn't have crit damage on it, but it's got attack percent and heavy attack damage, so that'll do. Let's do a quick run here, see if I can get anything else. Otherwise, I'm going to need to merge a few more echoes and hope that that gives us something decent. Because as usual, the 1 cost echoes are giving us the most trouble, even though they should be the easiest. And I mean, I'm not looking for a perfect build. This is like day one Galbrena build, so it's not going to be perfect. I'm just looking for good enough. We want attack, and we have only, we don't have any attack. Okay, lovely. Well, looks like it's modifier time. This could take a while because I need to press a lot of buttons. Like to modify and level up one echo, we need to click on the echo, then click modify, then click the plus, then click attack, click confirm, click modify, wait for that to do its thing, then click confirm again, auto add, upgrade and tune, confirm, get nothing, click, exit out, do it again. And get disappointed on every single one of them because they all roll garbagely. So, last one we can do for now, and we see nothing. I mean, it's got crit damage and energy regen and attack percent, so it's, you know, not the worst, but it's definitely not good, which means our current best echo that we can run here is that one probably, unless I want more crit rate, in which case that one, or actually no, if I want more crit rate, to do that one. What's our current crit ratio looking like? 58 to 2. I need a lot more crit rate. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, in fact, but there we go. That is a Galbrena build. She is on 2-piece flaming claw print to increase fusion damage, and the full flame wing shadow set, which gives us fusion damage bonus and crit rate on our heavy attack or echo damage. I would really like to get some better echoes because these are not very good echoes, but they will have to do for now, I guess. That gives Galbrena 2,300 attack and a 65.1 to 242.2, 106 ER, which is kind of low. And where are we? Heavy attack is 15, which means let's get her on the team. We're going to match her with Mortifi because he's just good with her, I believe. And I think she just wants like a full fusion team, so I guess we just throw on Chisha. So I guess this team will do for now. Full fusion team, it'll be good enough. She works well with Mortifi, and that's about it. I think the only reason she works with Mortifi is because of heavy attack damage increase after we swap out a Mortifi. And I guess to test her out, we will just go to, I guess we could do the Whimpering Wastes. It'll be, I think, good enough to get a damage test. It does buff us a little bit, I believe, so it might be saying more damage. I don't know how Galbrena works. Let's figure that out first before we do damage testing. Let me go look at some guides really quick because I need to figure out how this girl works because I believe it is somewhat complicated. Don't really know, but I mean, I'm happy to just spam normal attacks because she's got Devil May Cry normal attacks. Hero Games just went, hey, we just did a DMC5 collab in Punishing Grey Ravens. Let's add a character that would be in that game into Wuthering Waves, and now we got Galbrena. So let me go figure out how she works really quick. Okay, well, never mind. Apparently she is not that hard to play, and you basically are just spamming basic attacks 90% of the time. So that should make this really easy. I'm going to use this assist because it won't actively buff Galbrena's damage. And now we can finally run this with 2 full teams. So swap into Mortifi, we do all Mortifi's stuff. He is not on a supportive build, I don't think, so that's probably not helping anything. But then again, we're only really using him for his outro skill. And boom, we swap to Galbrena, we do a bunch of normal attacks until we can do her skill. Then we do a skill, then burst, which looks incredible. And then do a bunch more skill. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of numbers. Okay, just do normal attacks until the normal attacks finish and then outro out. That's a pretty easy rotation. Okay, and I couldn't even look remotely at the numbers because there was so many of them. So let's try that again. Swap in, do a bunch of stuff until we can do our skill. Do skill, then burst immediately, which I couldn't because I got knocked out of it, but burst immediately. And then spam. 12,000s, 48, was that 48,000? I think it might have been 48,000. 7,000s. Oh my god, there's a lot of numbers. And then I guess just throw out a echo at a random point. That's quite a lot of numbers. And I believe relatively large numbers. I honestly couldn't really tell because there was so many numbers. I think that's the one problem with Galbrena that I have heard is that she dies very easily. I definitely think this will help a lot. We get more crit damage, which is always good. But I think this immune to interruption is the part that I'm looking forward to the most because she does get knocked around a little bit. And because there's so many numbers, I can't really see the enemy's attack, so I don't actually really know what's going on. I'm just sitting there spamming normal attack and hoping things go well. Also, she has some of the most flashy, crazy looking animations. So I just can't tell anything. It's just like a blur of colors and numbers and everything's going on and I can't see what's happening. And it's just so cool, but I also am losing health rapidly. She is very fun to play, I'll give her that. But very difficult to keep alive. I mean, look at that. The wings and everything. Crazy looking. I now see why people were comparing her to DMC5. I haven't actually played that game a lot, but I have, seen some videos on it. And I also did mess around with Dante and whatever in Punishing Grey Raven. And Galbrena has a very similar spam everything. There's a ton going on. It looks flashy as hell. You can't really see what's happening, but everything's happening. It just looks insane. She's got that kind of playstyle, which I really like. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, go check out the last video on pistols only, which was when we attempted to get Galbrena. And let's just say that didn't go too good. But with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Good. Bye. Oh my god, wait, she does this. This is like her jump plunge attack thing. That's insane. I forgot about that. She is such a freaking sick character. Oh my god.